Welcome to the Daily Energize Podcast, your quick dose of clarity, quick tips, and the spark you need to shine bright. Here's your host, Spencer Jones.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Or maybe instead of just blasting off and, hitting putting the pedal to the metal and all that good stuff, what if we just breathed? Ooh, that's a fun thing. Just breathe. So how about this? Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just breathe. So here you go. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Breathe in. Nice slow, deep breath. Fill up your lungs. And then exhale. Either through your nose or through your mouth. Doesn't matter at this point, at this moment at least. Just exhale. And then breathe in again. Breathe in. Letting your stomach expand, your diaphragm lower, and your chest then can expand. And then exhale. There's something amazing about breathing, and there's something amazing about the number 5. It is fascinating. It's something that we as humans really connect to and are drawn to. The 5 tips of how to do this, the 5 things to avoid. It's 3, 5, maybe 10, but it's usually an odd number. 3, 5, 7 potentially types of numbers. Or didn't John Maxwell write like the 17 innumerable laws or something? I don't know, like irrefutable laws of leadership. I should know the title of it. But in any case, I'm looking at my bookshelf. I see 15, I see 5, and there's just, there's a couple others. I can't find them at the moment. But they're usually these odd numbers and things that we are drawn to, usually in 3s or 5s. In any case, I wanted to have this episode to talk about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because just giving ourselves some space before we make a decision can be extremely helpful. Now, if you've ever read Mel Robbins' book, The 5-Second Rule, it's a great book. She breaks down the science by our brain of how we make decisions oftentimes, and how the 5-second rule can help. And what she does, and it's more for procrastination, at least that is my current takeaway from it. It's been a couple years since I've read it. But when I think back on it, I think it was more of a way to help procrastination or just make a decision, was to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like you're literally counting down and then making that choice. Great book. Highly recommend it. Check it out. Listen to it, read it, whatever. But also, what if we just took some time before we made a choice? Let's say we're pissed off and angry, or we're triggered by something. And before we react, we just pause. And we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, if we start doing that, now we're most likely, not necessarily guaranteed, but we're most likely going to be a little bit calmer, especially if we're triggered. Maybe we get a chance to breathe and look at it from a little different angle. And we might get clarity of, hey, this is the best way to address this issue, this topic, this thing. I invite you just to give yourself some space. And as a matter of fact, if you are listening to this and you're able to join us for our 2026 summit, it's happening in Milwaukee, September 24th through the 26th of 2026. We are talking about sustainable performance, staying calm under pressure, right? So when life gets crazy heavy, we want to be that lighthouse in the storm. And we're really talking about one of the key things we're keying in on is space. How to find that space. What does it look like? How does it feel like? And so this episode's kind of a little teaser for it, unintentionally, but offer yourself that space. It can do wonders for you by giving yourself a little space to breathe before you give your, not reaction, your response. Because a reaction's almost immediate. You're reacting. A response gives you a little time to think. So even if you just take those 5 seconds to pause, to breathe, to count down, your response will probably be more effective and more aligned with your ideal self than that reflex, if that makes sense, than that reaction. So what if you counted down today? And you just try in different parts, like, hey, I notice I'm getting frustrated at the stoplight. I wanted to turn green and I'm stuck here. You just count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just come back to center. Or you get triggered by something and you notice yourself getting pissed off and you want to react and you're like, oh, let me count down. Okay. Come back down to center. Or, I don't know, you just want to take a moment. And so you count down. Give yourself a pause. Give yourself a little bit of space to be, especially if you are feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, dealing with a lot of pressure. It's amazing what can happen when you give yourself that space. So I invite you to take some space today. All right, go have an amazing day. Go shine your light and give yourself some space. All right, until next time, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll catch you later.